Hello everybody, I know it's been a while since I have uploaded a video into this channel, but I decided to come back with a video that I think many of y'all would enjoy. So this video is about a scammer deciding to message me, and I kind of followed along, and eventually some pretty interesting things wind up happening towards the end, so if you want to stick around, be sure to do so. So we're going to get started. It all starts with one text message saying, "Hey, can you listen to me for a few words?" Keep in mind this is from a random phone number. I'm not going to share the phone number. In which I respond by saying, "Sure." They respond by saying, "Nice to meet you. I'm Lexi from Indeed. May I provide you with some details about work?" Now, at this message, I am already suspicious. One, it's a random phone number with a innocuous message reaching out to me. Second thing is, in the second message, they're claiming to be from Indeed. Indeed would never do this, by the way. In one message, they will tell you they are from Indeed and what they're messaging you about. But I go along with it anyways. So I say, "Sure." And they say, "Okay, before we get into the details, are you 25 or older?" In which I lie and say yes. And they say, "Okay, can you be contacted at my phone number," which I'm not going to, which I have obviously blurred out. I'm not going to hand that out. "Can you be contacted at my phone number for job and salary description WhatsApp, please?" Totally something that Indeed would actually say. And I know it's cut off there at the end, but I say okay. Now, pretty quickly, I get a message from WhatsApp in which they start out by once again reaffirming that uh, they've been contacted through Indeed by saying, "Hello, my name is Sophina. I reached out to you through Lexi, who works for Indeed. She told me that you are interested in working remotely for $50 to $100 per hour. Is that correct?" First of all, that is the most absurdly high hourly rate that I've ever heard of in my life. So, again, this is definitely a scam. Not to mention, it's also on WhatsApp, so also where scammers usually hang out at or do their business at. In which I just respond with saying yes. They say, "Okay, let me quick brief you about the job. But before I proceed, what name can I address you with? Nice to receive your reply, and do you have time now?" In which I tell them my name is Michael Myers. That's not my actual name, by the way. Yeah. Anyways, so in this message, it now says, "Glad to meet you, Michael Myers." Originally, and you notice at the bottom of this message, it says edited, which means they originally just called me Myers, by the way. I don't know why they did that, but I can't go into edit history and show that, or I haven't figured that out yet. Anyways, they say, "Glad to meet you, Michael Myers," and then in the current rendition of this message, it says, "I am introducing you to NNA Public Company. We protect the integrity of the markets, promote innovation, provide opportunities, and offer multiple trading models for workers and investors to provide a superior trading environment. To advance technology, help balance the stability and consistency of the global stock market digital economy." In which I responded with, "I go by Michael." Of course, I never took that down because I didn't want to. In which they respond by saying, "The work is very simple and you will get paid right away after finishing it. You will spend less than an hour a day logging into the NNA workbench to submit the day's allocated stock data and drive the balance of the digital economy for all companies' stock markets. You can complete your task at any time, but it should be within the working hours of the company from 11 a.m. to 23:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time." Glaring issue there. Anyways, if you're interested, I can continue to introduce you to the paycheck. Do you understand me so far? I say yes because I wasn't gonna read all that. I just wanted to give him single worded answers. just to get this moving as quickly as possible. So then they proceed to send me a salary chart that talks about 3 sets per day product activation, above 130 product login days and salary. You can kind of read the whole thing. You can kind of read that. In which, in the message attached to this image says, okay, allow me to introduce you to our available paychecks. On this work, we are paid in 2 ways: commissions basis and basic salary provided after comp the first. In which I respond by saying, cool. And then it's a whole wall of text in this next one here. It says, your base salary will be provided upon submission of the assigned products. For fixed pay, you will receive payments as follows: $150 on the 2nd day, $500 on the 4th day, $1,000 on the 7th day, $1,500 on the 15th day, and $2,500 on the 30th day. Wages are paid daily upon completion of your tasks. You can withdraw your funds after finishing any 3 assigned tasks. This payment structure allows for a total of $5,650 monthly over the course of the payment period. Let me introduce to you that there are 2 kinds of income on the platform. One is the ordinary income generated when the stock market is stable, and the income is 1% of the price of each stock. The other is the combination stock generated when the stock market fluctuates. This is also a rare bonus stock randomly distributed by the company. The income is 10% of the price each stock, which is 10 times the profit, which I say, okay. In which I was given another response that says, if you agree to the above terms, I will send you the company workbench link, and you will create a personal account where you will perform your daily task training work and get paid $80 to $200 for the same during the training process. Is it okay with you for me to proceed? In which I didn't respond for 30 minutes. So they said, hi, are you there? And I just said, okay, 30 minutes after that. Anyway, so they proceed to send me the link, in which I didn't actually click on the link, by the way. I just copied it, and you'll see why later. And then which they say, okay, hit on the workbench link to register for a job account of your own, and I will train you briefly for the position! Exclamation point and colon. And then they also give me the registration referral code, which, I don't know, it's probably fake, in which they tell me to send them a screenshot after registration, and I will teach you how to operate it. I read that correctly, by the way. In which I said, okay. In which I proceeded to send them a IP grabbing link that was just, in reality, I just copied their link and just put it into a IP grabbing link, in which they told me to send a screenshot. And I responded by saying, I did. Why are you using a VPN server in Elk Grove Village? And they asked me, do you know how to take a screenshot? And I said, yes. They said, okay, send screenshot of the page. I said, okay, turn your VPN off. In which I sent them the link again, in which they proceeded to turn off their VPN. So I had their actual approximate location at this point in time. Right after this, they send me a link to a YouTube video on how to take a screenshot, in which they tell me as such, in which I say, okay. And then my next message was, what's your favorite thing to get from, and I blurred out the name of the restaurant. This restaurant was actually probably within a mile or so from where they were at, and in case they thought I was stuttering, I sent them another message saying, I get their grilled tiger prawns. Now, I never once received another message from this scammer. They just left me on red. Anyways, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if I come across any more scammers, then I will most definitely be posting it. So, stay tuned, and see you in the next one.